Hello, welcome to Nerdarchy, for nerds by nerds. Today we are going to plumb the depths of the strange and unusual by exploring the Warlocks of the 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons classes.
Well, I wouldn't say they're all strange.
Some of them are pretty weird. I mean, you got the Fae, you got the Demonic Pact,
you got the Great Old One.
Like Cthulhu chilling right there.
Yeah, you know, I don't know if the Fae are weird, though. Are they weird?
They're pretty weird, dude.
Are you sure?
Well, there's an Arc Fae.
Yeah.
They're kind of like, you know, they're like the hot chicks.
They're completely unreasonable.
Even the dudes. They're the crazy hot chicks.
Come on, you've read the Dresden Files. You know how crazy and weird the Sidhe are.
I wouldn't say they're weird. They're crazy.
Yeah. So, do we want to talk a little bit, before we get too deep into the 5e version, about, we had Warlock kind of appeared in 3rd edition.
Yeah, 3.5.
3.5. So we had that. Their main thing was that sort of like Eldritch Blast, where they were just dealing damage, really. And then you had the different iterations of them in 4th edition. You had the Star Pact one, which was like the Cthulhu-id one of 4th edition. You know, you're contacted by some strange being,
otherworldly
outsider. Thing. And there was the Fae one. Was it just those two? And they probably had some.
Yeah, I kind of feel like the Fiend was in there too.
Oh yeah, there's a Fiend one there.
I think they just ported over the 3 from 4th.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, it kind of covers your bases. You got, you know, you have creepy aberration, otherworldly things. You have aloof, crazy Fae. Mm-hmm. And you have, I'm going to eat your soul, demons and devils.
Yeah.
What more do you need?
Yeah.
Now, could you have a warlock from the astral side of things? You know,
a benevolent thing?
A benevolent thing granting you power. You know, yeah, I mean, you could kind of get that from Cleric and Paladin, but, you know, this is something different, so...
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, even if you look at the world that we're creating, I could definitely see one of the dragons being...
powerful enough to...
to give the boon of a pact. Really, it's really awesome because it's so thematic. And a lot of these could be reskinned to any powerful otherworldly being.
Right.
I think a good rule for that, you know, what it could be under would be, you know, anything you can have a cult about. If you can make a cult about this guy, then maybe he could be, you know, the otherworldly being or the fiend.
That's true.
I like that rule of thumb. If there's a cult for it, it fits.
You could be a warlock.
Yeah.
Tell us what you think about the warlock in the comments below.
And while you're at it, I want you to like, subscribe, and even share. And you can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and even at nerdarchy.com.
You can conjure us at all those places and many more.
Yeah.
Or through a Google search. If you just Google Nerdarchy, you can't swing at dead
Cthulhu.
Well, Cthulhu never dies without hitting a Nerdarchy link.
Right.
So until next time, my friends,
Stay nerdy.